Hey guys, have you ever stopped to wonder why some real-life diseases sound straight out of a sci-fi movie? I mean, come on. Imagine suddenly seeing the world like everything's in a funhouse mirror, where stuff stretches out huge or shrinks down tiny. That's no joke. It's Alice in Wonderland syndrome. The first cases got properly described back in 1955 by British psychiatrist John Todd, who spotted these wild visual distortions in his patients. Think about this. One guy with migraines said his room ballooned up like a stadium while his own hands turned mouse-sized. It's not drug-induced hallucinations, it's a legit neurological glitch tied to migraines or even epilepsy. Oxford researchers in 2014 nailed it down. The brain just scrambles the signals coming from your eyes. The wild part? It can hit anyone, even kids. And get this, Lewis Carroll, the guy who wrote Alice in Wonderland, dealt with bad migraines himself. His book might have been pulled straight from those experiences.
All right, let's shift to something properly creepy. Alien hand syndrome. Picture your left hand deciding it's got its own agenda, grabbing food without asking or even swinging at your face. The first real documented case popped up in 1908 when German neurologist Kurt Goldstein wrote about a patient post-stroke whose hand just wouldn't behave. Then there's this American guy in the 1990s who woke up after brain surgery only to find his hand rummaging through the nightstand, stealing cigarettes, and even trying to choke him in his sleep. Sounds exactly like that scene in Dr. Strangelove, where the hand keeps throwing Nazi salutes, right? Stanley Kubrick definitely drew from real medical cases for that one. It happens because of damage to the corpus callosum, the bridge connecting the brain's two halves. In 2005, surgeons in California split an epileptic's brain to stop seizures, and boom, the hand went rogue. Good news though, therapy can help rein it in.
What if your body slowly turned to stone? That's fibrodysplasia ossificans progressiva, where muscles and ligaments ossify, turn to bone after even minor injuries. The earliest known case goes all the way back to 1692, when a French doctor described a boy whose body got covered in bony growths. Take Regina from the US in the 1980s. She took a simple bike fall, and her thigh started growing bone like armor. By her 20s, she could barely move. It's caused by a mutation in the ACVR1 gene, discovered in 2006. Crazy stat, only around 800 people worldwide have it right now. But in 2019, scientists at Penn found a way to block that gene, and real hope for treatment is on the horizon.
Next up, explosions inside your skull. Exploding head syndrome. You're drifting off to sleep and bam! A massive blast, flash of light, but nothing actually happened. This got noted as far back as 1876 by American neurologist Silas Weir Mitchell, who called them sensory discharges in his patients. One British guy in the 2000s complained of nightly bomb explosions keeping him awake. Washington University research in 2015 pinned it on a glitch in the brainstem, neurons firing off like fireworks. It hits women over 50 more often, usually tied to stress. A meditation app in 2022 helped thousands chill it out. Don't freak, it's harmless, but the adrenaline rush is intense. Now, Cotard syndrome, when someone is dead convinced they're actually dead. Straight up zombie apocalypse vibes. French neurologist Jules Cotard first logged it in 1880 with a patient who insisted her organs had rotted away. Creepy stuff. Fast forward to 2008, a Scottish guy crashes his motorcycle, brains get banged up, and he tells doctors he's dead and stuck in hell. MRI showed frontal lobe damage. Israeli researchers in 2013 linked it to severe depression or schizophrenia. The twist? Some corpses stop eating, figuring dead people don't need food. Antidepressants brought one guy back to reality in 2017. Terrifying but fascinating. Capgras syndrome? You look at your wife and think, that's not her, it's a robot, an alien, an imposter. French psychiatrist Joseph Capgras described it in 1923 with a woman sure her husband was a double. In the 1990s, a Hollywood actress post-head injury accused her whole family of being part of some conspiracy. London studies in 2007 showed it's a breakdown in emotional face recognition in the brain, often tied to dementia or paranoia. Virtual reality therapy in 2020 helped patients re-recognize loved ones. Imagine the terror. Everyone around you feels fake.
Prosopagnosia, face blindness. You meet a friend, but their face registers as total stranger. Oliver Sacks covered it in his 1985 book, The Man Who Mistook His Wife for a Hat. Big name example, Brad Pitt admitted in 2004 he struggles with this, mixing people up at parties. Geneticists in 2012 confirmed it's often inherited and hits about 2% of people. Now it makes sense why we sometimes don't spot friends on the street. Tell them it's prosopagnosia so they don't get offended. The cool part, the brain adapts using voice, clothes, or hairstyle. Training apps in 2018 helped tons of folks. It's not blindness, it's face amnesia.
Wrapping this up, these wild conditions really highlight how fragile our brains and bodies can be. Gene therapy breakthroughs in 2023 opened doors to treating a bunch of them. Science keeps pushing forward. What felt like pure fantasy yesterday could be everyday medicine tomorrow. If you ever notice something off with yourself, don't brush it aside. Go see a doctor. You got this. Thanks for watching. Smash that like if any of these blew your mind, and I'll catch you in the next one.